This is Rani M. Pradhan. Welcome to my class. Today we are going to start a new series of some organic reactions. Now, whenever we talk about organic chemistry, the first thing that comes to our mind is lots and lots of chemical reactions. We are going to take a few of them which are really important, especially the name reactions. We know there are some reactions which have given a particular name. Now this name may have been given because of the on the basis of maybe the product formed, for example aldol condensation. Then it is because of the product aldol which is being formed during that process, and that is why we call it aldol condensation. A lot of reactions are there which have been named on the basis of the scientists who discovered them. So there are a number of name reactions in organic chemistry which are very important, and for all kinds of exams, even if you are going to write your school examinations or board examinations, and even for the competitions, these reactions are really important to understand. So we are going to take a few of them. We would take Woods reaction, aldol condensation, and many more reactions. So first of all, we are going to take Woods reaction. It's a simple reaction comparatively. So let's start with that, and we would try to understand the basics of this reaction for all the reactions, and then we would try to see how various problems can be solved using these equations, or what are their applications, how they are being used, or we may take some random questions from the previous year's problems from various competitions also, so that we are able to relate how the reactions are being used for various problems to be solved there. Okay, so let's start with the Woods reaction. Now this is a reaction which you will study in alkanes. आप 11th क्लास में आप एल्केन्स पढ़ते हैं, वहाँ पर मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन में दिस इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट मेथड्स टू प्रिपेयर एल्केन्स. फिर हम इसको आप 12th में भी पढ़ते हैं, एल्काइल हैलाइड्स में भी पढ़ते हैं, जहाँ पर वी कंसिडर इट टू बी अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट केमिकल बिहेवियर और प्रॉपर्टी शोन बाय एल्काइल हैलाइड्स. तो जैसा कि हम बात कर रहे हैं, दिस इज अ रिएक्शन, इट इज शोन बाय हेलो एल्केन्स और एल्काइल हैलाइड्स. When these alkyl halides are treated with sodium in presence of dry ether, then they produce a higher alkane along with NaX. Now we can write this reaction like this also, because if we write it like this, we will always be able to understand the nature of product form, or we would be able to predict the structure of the product formed by that particular Woods reaction. So we may write one alkyl halide like this, sodium, and this is the other alkyl halide. Now these two halogen atoms, they combine with sodium to produce RR plus 2 NaX. Right? Now let's take an example for this. Let's say methyl chloride. If we treat methyl chloride with sodium in presence of ether, now you can easily see what would be the product formed. It would be CH3 single bond CH3, which is ethane. So you can see that the products, the alkane formed is one step up. We used methyl compound and we got ethane, and this is why this reaction is used. It can be used for ascent of series. What is ascent of series? It is the homologous series. आप सभी को मालूम है, it is a series of a particular formula, the organic compounds with a particular formula, जिसमें number of carbon atoms हम बढ़ाते जाते हैं. So number of carbon atoms keep on increasing and that results in a homologous series. So जब हम ascent of series की बात कर रहे हैं, that simply shows कि अगर हमारे पास मिथाइल फ्लोराइड था let's assume we have methyl chloride and we want to convert it to ethyl chloride, which is the next member of its series. Then we can use this reaction as we said. अगर हम इसे Wurtz reaction कराते हैं, then what would be the product formed? It would be ethane. Now you can chlorinate ethane to give you C2H5Cl. And this is what we meant जब हमने कहा कि इस reaction को ascent of series के लिए, that means lower member से higher member बनाने के लिए conversions में हम use कर सकते हैं. और सिर्फ यही नहीं, और भी कई कन्वर्जन्स में इस रिएक्शन को हम यूज कर सकते हैं. जैसे ये तो हमने असेंट ऑफ सीरीज की बात की. दूसरा हम इसको यूज कर सकते हैं फॉर certain conversions. This sequence is also used in many conversions. Some more conversions, we can take some examples of some more conversions, like if we have to convert benzene to biphenyl. Now what is benzene? It is this as the simplest aromatic compound, benzene. When you chlorinate it, you know, in presence of FeCl3, this will give you chlorobenzene, right? Chlorobenzene को अगर अब हम Wurtz reaction करा दें इसकी, क्या होगा? Can you predict the structure? This will give you biphenyl, which was required. So the main purpose of this Wurtz reaction, but the more, as we said, this reaction can be used for ascent of series को एनहांस करने के लिए. सिर्फ जरूरी नहीं है क्लोरो कंपाउंड्स या हेलोजन कंपाउंड्स के लिए ही है, ये फ्रॉम लोअर अल्कोहल टू हायर अल्कोहल में भी कहीं सीक्वेंस में यूज किया जा सकता है. सो फॉर एनी काइंड ऑफ होमोलोगस सीरीज, इफ वी वांट टू स्टेप अप द सीरीज, हम इस रिएक्शन को यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं ड्यूरिंग द कन्वर्जन्स. फॉर सर्टेन कन्वर्जन्स आल्सो दिस प्लेज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल, बट द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट यूज ऑफ दिस is the formation of higher alkanes. Now one more important point that we need to understand here is, जब हम alkanes के preparation की बात कर रहे हैं तो हम symmetrical alkanes के preparation की बात कर रहे हैं. Because as you can see, whichever is the alkyl group that just gets duplicated during this process. तो जब भी वो डुप्लीकेट होगा, दैट विल ऑलवेज गिव यू एन इवन नंबर्ड एल्केन. तो क्या इसका मतलब हम ये समझें कि वुड्स रिएक्शन से ऑड नंबर के एल्केन्स या अनसिमेट्रिकल एल्केन्स नहीं बन सकते? नहीं, वो बन सकते हैं, लेकिन उसके साथ एक प्रॉब्लम जुड़ी है. वो क्या है, देख लेते हैं. So if we need two different alkyl groups, we would require two different alkyl groups, right, for getting the unsymmetrical or odd number of carbon atoms in the alkane. So let's take an example. अगर हमने लिया CH3Cl plus sodium and we have taken C2H5Cl in this case, क्या होगा यहाँ पर? This will give you C3H8, which is propane. Now हम तो कह रहे थे कि इवन नंबर के लिए हम इसको यूज करते हैं, then why don't we use it for odd numbered carbon atoms or alkanes, or we can say for unsymmetrical, for preparation of unsymmetrical alkanes. Why don't we use it? The reason behind it is, when you take two different types of alkyl halides, then there is no traffic in charge sitting there which would say कि भाई एक मिथाइल क्लोराइड आ गया है, अब दूसरा इथाइल क्लोराइड आएगा, तभी रिएक्शन होगी. So it will not happen like that. That means we just need two alkyl halides to react with sodium. And since we have two different alkyl halides, they would combine or react with sodium in all possible combinations, and this would be just the one of those reactions. For example, one reaction would be this. Now the other combination can be CH3Cl with combining with CH3Cl also. We cannot stop this reaction. So this is going to produce C2H6 plus 2NaCl. Or there can be C2H5Cl reacting with sodium only. That means only C2H5Cl could also react with sodium, which would result in the formation of C4H10 plus 2 NaCl. So whenever we take two different alkyl halides, then instead of getting just one unsymmetrical product, actually we will get a mixture of these hydrocarbons or these alkanes. And as you can see, आपने पढ़ा भी होगा, alkanes में when there is very difference in their difference of only one carbon atom, so they do not differ in their boiling points, in their the physical properties. They do not have big differences. So these are very difficult to separate. So now there would be another problem for us. If we wanted to prepare propane by using this method, we would actually end up getting a mixture rather than a particular compound, और फिर उस mixture में से हमें उस particular compound को निकालने के लिए मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. So which is obviously not a good idea, because we have some other methods also. So this method proves to be very useful for preparing the larger alkanes from the smaller alkyl part to getting the larger alkyl part, or duplicating the alkyl groups, or higher and symmetrical alkanes we can prepare using this. And as compared to taking a mixture of alkyl halides, this proves to be useful for us rather than this property. So this proves to this is not very useful for us. Now we can take a few more examples. Let's take a few more examples. Like we have just taken some simple. We can take if we take an example of C2H5Br with sodium, then what would it produce on Wood's reaction? It will give you C4H10 or butane plus 2 NaBr. Or we can say, let's assume if we have taken 2-iodopropane, this was ethyl bromide or bromoethane. If we take a compound like this, which is 2-iodopropane, right? 1, 2, 3, this propane and 2 position पर आइडो है. 2-iodopropane को अगर आप सोडियम से रिएक्ट कराते हैं, now what will happen? It will react like this, and if you would try to write it like this, it would be very easy for you to predict the structure of the product. Now what would be the product formed? You can see, you just have to join these 2 points through a single bond, which would result in the structure of product form. So what is the name of compound? It is, if this is the longest chain we have chosen, it would be 2,3-dimethyl butane. अब इस रिएक्शन पर बेस्ड प्रॉब्लम्स हमें किस तरह के मिलते हैं? 2 तरह के प्रॉब्लम्स होंगे. वन वुड बी द प्रिडिक्टिंग द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म, जैसा कि यहाँ पर हमने एग्जाम्पल लिया, एंड द अदर वुड बी जिसमें हमें स्ट्रक्चर दिया होगा और उसके बेसिस पर हमें ओरिजिनल एल्काइल हैलाइड का स्ट्रक्चर डिटरमाइन करना होगा. तो कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स ले लेते हैं हम. सम ऑफ देम आर सिंपल एंड I hope would help you to understand the concept clearly. तो एक एग्जाम्पल हम ले लेते हैं पहले. बहुत सिंपल है, ऑल्दो हम कर चुके हैं. आइडोइथेन. आइडोइथेन इज व्हाट? C2H5I. Problem is from AIIMS examination, what would be the product formed by Wood's reaction of this? Now you know it is very simple. We have already done it a number of times. So C2H5I ये बना and this will give you C4H10, and if they ask you the structure, should be this, right? Because both of these are straight chain compounds. C2, it is like this and it is like this, plus 2NaI. Similarly, another very simple problem that we are taking again from some exam, pre-engineering exam, and the question is, if we take N-propyl iodide along with the methyl iodide, how many products would be obtained? Now we all know, if we take two different types of alkyl halides, they would result in the formation of 3 products. But 3 products with respect to alkanes. We are not talking about the byproducts. तो यहाँ पर अगर मैं आपसे पूछती what would be these 3 alkanes, what would be the names of these 3 the 3 alkanes produced by these, can you predict? If N-propyl combines with N-propyl, what would be the product? Can you tell me? It would be C6H14, N-hexane, right? और मिथाइल आयोडाइड से कंबाइन किया होगा वुड्स रिएक्शन से, तो क्या देगा? C2H6. और अगर N प्रोपाइल और मिथाइल आयोडाइड would have undergone Wood's reaction, तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? C4H10, that is butane. So this is how these 3 types of alkanes would be produced during the Wood's reaction if we take these 2 alkyl halides. Now there is another question which I remember. It is from I think IIT 2005, I guess. So if we take a cyclic compound like this, we have let's take chloro and bromo. Now if this substance undergoes Wood's reaction, that is treated with sodium in presence of dry ether. Now what would happen? This will break a bond. Chlorine will be what from there? जैसे कि बाकी सब में होता था, ये bond break हुआ, ये bond break हुआ, and these 2 carbon atoms then form a bond with each other. यही होता है. तो now these 2 halogens break the bond and they produce NaCl and NaBr. What would be the structure like? This carbon has the free valency, this carbon has free valency, so they internally form a bond, and hence the product formed would be, the structure of product formed would be this. Okay? Now this is a bicyclo compound. If you remember, bicyclo compounds की naming कैसे करते हैं, उसको हम naming nomenclature में we'll discuss about it, more about it. So this would be the structure formed by Wood's reaction of this particular compound. इसी तरह से हम बात कर रहे थे, अगर हमारे पास already एक structure given है product की, then how would we predict कि ओरिजिनल एल्काइल हैलाइड का स्ट्रक्चर क्या था? उसका भी एक एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं जो हमने बात की, which would be the other next category of problems जो इससे रिलेटेड पूछे जा सकते हैं. तो let's take an example where we say we have a compound A which is alkyl halide. Now if this alkyl halide is treated with sodium in presence of dry ether, and the product formed is let's assume 2 2 5 5 tetra methyl हेक्सेन. ये एक एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं. Now first what we have to do is we have to draw the structure for the product given. They may give you the structure or they may give you the name. So if they have given you the names, first we have to draw the structure. Hexane means there are 6 carbon atoms in the carbon chain. Now if you start numbering them like this, then there are 2 methyl groups on second carbon atom, 2 methyl groups on the 5th carbon atom, and now we would balance all the carbon atoms. We know carbon is tetravalent, तो सारी टेट्रावेलेंसी सेटिस्फाई कर देंगे. ये कार्बन की 4 वैलेंसीज ऑलरेडी हैं, इसके पास सिर्फ 2 ही वैलेंसीज हैं, तो यहाँ पर आ जाएगा H2, यहाँ आ जाएगा H2 and all other carbon atoms have their valencies satisfied. So this is the structure of 2,2,5,5 tetramethyl hexane. Whenever you are provided the structure of a product formed by the Wurtz reaction, always remember the basic of the reaction was that the alkyl part gets duplicated during the reaction. So try to find a plane of symmetry in this molecule which divides the molecule into 2 equal halves. So this is the plane of symmetry which is dividing this molecule into 2 equal halves. Now you can very well understand, जहां से भी आपने ये बॉन्ड तोड़ा है वहीं पर ही हम इसके लिए हेलोजन लगा देंगे, and that would be the original structure of the alkyl halide. Or they may just ask you what is the value of R, and in this case you can see this is the value of R, which is because this is getting duplicated. क्योंकि यहाँ पर भी आप ये बनाएंगे, you know, XX पार्ट रिलीज हो जाता है. चलिए लेट्स कंप्लीट इट, करके देख लेते हैं टू जस्टिफाई इट. X CH2 CH3 CH3 CH3. Now this is how the Wurtz reaction takes place. Now you can see after this reaction what is the product you get is this. So this is, we try to cover some important aspects related to it. I would like to help you with 2 more reactions here only. If there is a reaction called Wurtz-Fittig reaction, यहीं पर ही हम इसको अगर ले लेते हैं तो आपको 2 और रिएक्शंस याद हो जाएंगी साथ में. Wurtz-Fittig रिएक्शन में क्या है, अब आप Wurtz रिएक्शन समझ चुके हैं. If normally we take 2 alkyl halides, now in this case if one of them is alkyl halide while the other is aromatic halide like this, which may be chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, then what would be the product formed? It would be the alkyl benzene, right? Then this is called Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Another reaction that we can take or discuss here, and you would be able to remember them easily now. If both of the halides are aromatic halides, so let's take chlorobenzene, 2Na plus chlorobenzene, then the reaction is called Fittig reaction. And this will result in formation of biphenyl. So I hope this is going to help you. Do let me know if it helps you, so that I also feel to put more and more on these reactions. We would be taking aldol condensation, as I said, Cannizzaro reaction. So all those reactions which are very important, really important for various kinds of exams. And my idea is to provide initially the the basics of the reactions. Once we are done with certain reactions, उनके basics हम कर लेंगे, तो then we will have a session जिसमें इन सारी reactions को और थोड़ा सा हम upgrade करेंगे with a little more complexity for the competitive exams. अभी I have kept it a little basic, जिससे कि जो elementary जो बच्चे सीख रहे हैं, who are starting with these reactions, they are also able to understand them. So keep studying, keep working hard, keep taking good care. Thank you.